Hello and welcome back to Leslie Crafts and Gifts. Excuse me being in my dressing gown. I am dressed. It's so cold in here. I've put the heating on, but it's not just taking my edge off yet. But today I'm going to show you how I've been making these little mini noteboards, and they are double-sided, and they do work. I've got drawing pins everywhere. So, oops, it is, and yeah, just put a little pin in there, and then you can hang your little note up and everything else. So they do work, they are fully functional, which is great. So this is the one I have completed, and I'll be showing you how I do them and everything else. So I'm just going to put that one down on the floor. Like I say, these are going to be ready for my craft fair, which I'm now mobile, so hopefully I can start sorting stuff out and start making, putting in applications and stuff. This one I've done already, it just needs drying, and that's why I've got pegs, I've got these clips all around it just to make it contact, but we will be finishing this one off. So I'm just going to put that one down to one side, and then I'm going to bring over what we need. So we need some ribbon, we need a 12 by 12 pad, or whatever size board you're going to be having. So I'm going to use 12 by 12 pads, and I'm just going to pick out 2 papers. Don't have, they can be whatever papers you want to be. I'm literally just going through my pads and seeing what I can use, really. I might use the one pad entirely for these. I'm not too sure, because I got these off Facebook Marketplace, and I just put in cake boards, and a very good offer came up, and I thought, yep, I want to take that. I've been looking for these since October, and then obviously life happened. November and December were a total wipe out for me, so I didn't do anything, and then didn't have then my car went, and then the other car went, and it's been a total nightmare. So I'm now just mobile, and I managed to pick these up on Monday. Today is Tuesday, I think it's the 10th or something of February. So yeah, it's, I don't know when this video is going to come out, so it could come out in March. So yeah, so these are 12 by 12 cake boards. I want mine 11 by 11. So I'm literally just going to take an inch off 2 sides. So these were done apparently as a wedding for placemats. So some are a bit messy. Fine by me, because they're going to get covered up. We're not getting a cake on them, just getting covered up. So the box I've got, I can do, I think it's 33 of these straight out. So yeah, so I mean, once I start having a few done, I'm going to go and get a storage box, so I can store them out of the way, really, because then, yeah. And then 1, I know I've got them done, and 2, if I sell out, I sell out. You know, I'm not keeping the strips. I could do, but I'm trying to cut down on what I actually keep. While I'm on here, while I'm with that, I will just cut these strips off. So yeah, so big day as well. My son has got a job, so it's only 8 hours to begin with, but that's fine by us. If it helps him get into the place of work, I am absolutely fine with that. So with the paper, you want to score it at ½ inch all the way around, and that just gives you a little bit of placement for your boards. So yeah, so this is not my idea. I saw this, I think it was last year on I think it was Amber's channel. I really don't understand, I really can't remember which one I think. And I'm just literally going to go from corner to corner just to cut some of the bulk off. So yeah, so if you want to do something like this, have a look on Facebook Marketplace, which each area is going to be different to what you have available. Just put in cake boards and then just go from there. So work out which, doesn't really matter which way is front or back, because at the end of the day you're going to squish them together, and I quite like using both sides. So you just need some really strong glue. I'm using Cahal glue, and because it dries so firm and everything else. So you will have a little gap, and you will be able to see the join. That's why you wrap them. I don't mind that so much. So we'll just put this down. Now you use your lines just as a guide, and then you can put that on there. And then I've got a brayer, and just helps squish the glue all the way out. And then I just turn it over just to make sure there was no air bubbles on the paper itself. And then we can start putting this in and over. Where you've already scored it, it just helps you bring that paper over. And just push it. Oops. Just like that. Now I've got like I would say it's not, it's a cotton dishcloth. I don't know if the glue will come out of this, but it's what I use. It's a coaster, it's not a dishcloth. So yeah. So I just do two sides to begin with, the same two sides, and then I just use this, and then I just rub it. And then I get my bone folder, and then just apply pressure to make sure that it's all well and truly stuck. Right, if you do this side, the coating will come off with the glue, but again, you won't see that because it's all going to be hidden inside. So This does not want to stick down. There we go. Just needed some reinforcements. So and again, just, you know, you can take your time, and, you know, I don't think I would use hot glue. I know hot glue sounds really good and is a quick fix, but I don't think that it would stop for very long. Well, with the colour, once it's taken, it stops. So you can, I'm just going to trim off these corners because obviously this paper is a little bit more heavier. And we're going to go all the way to the edge. Just so it goes in a little bit better, less bulk on the corners. So again, you can, you know, more pressure you put on, thing. If you want to make sure that it's all, you know, stuck. You know, this is very, the Prima paper is always a little bit thicker, so the other papers don't take long to, you know, to stick down. So obviously with these, just takes a little bit longer. To do. Gives you a beautiful finish on here. Obviously, these would be quite good for mini album covers as well. If you want to do really nice 12 by, you know, or 11 by 11, you can do 12 by 12. You just have to wrap it in card, and then put your pattern paper on top. But that seems to be all stuck down. Just like so. So that's how it should look. So you put that to one side, and then we go back to this one. orientation doesn't matter to begin with, because obviously it's you're just sticking down at the moment. Obviously when you put your ribbon on, and then that's when your orientation matters. So you just stick these two together. So you do need 3, just to help with the push pins really. And then again, to help with that bottom one, and then these will try and bow out, but once you start putting pressure on, they will be fine. I think something like this would be good for a class, because you get a finished product at the end of it, and you know, shows you another way of, you know, making something. So, I mean, I just want to, with this one here, you just want to make sure that the glue is down on the bottom bit as much as you can do, so it catches it all as you put it in. So and then you can just push it. So I'm also going to see if I can find any more cake boards and maybe do it as a make your own type of thing, but I don't know. So again, you can just get the layer and just make sure that, you know, the glue is well and truly over it. And again, I might have to put more glue in this in a minute. I did refill this, but obviously I've done one beforehand, just to help prep really. If you want to help it bend it over, you can go like that. So, and again, just gonna cut these corners slightly just to give it less bulk. It's obviously not too close where you can see the hole really. Go there. Go there. So I'm just going to snip that little bit off. And while I'm just going to add a little bit more glue. So yeah, so I just decanter. Just going to make sure that the glue doesn't overfill quickly. That's my bad habit. Thinking I can go faster than what I can normally can. So yeah. But no, you do need a strong glue for this, because obviously one, it will be hanging, and two, you know, you don't want it coming apart. So again, I'm just going to cut this little bit of paper off. Just going to fold this one over. So yeah, I'm just going to put that down there. Make sure that it's as down as possible. I'm going to do the last little bit. Again, just turn it over and then just bear with me. So I don't know who you are. So yeah, so again, just make sure to the best of your ability, everything is stuck down. There we go. Right, so the next bit is, if you've got a directional paper like this one here, you want to make sure that it's facing the right way. And then I've just got some ribbon, so don't need a lot, it's literally just to put the handle on. I'm just going to put that on here. Just like so. And then you take your other bit, making sure that, again, if it's directional, it is the correct way. And you want to make sure that you get all the paper glued. And then obviously the inside of your board. And then making sure that it's directional, and just pop them both on top, and just layer them both, or really firmly press them both down. Okay. And in the meantime, this one has been putting together for a bit, so I'm taking all of this off. That down to one side, oops, and I've lost one, I've got one here. And then you want to make sure that you get the corners, especially the corners, done and press down. So something like this takes us about half an hour to set, and then I just put one in the middle, and then I go back round and just fill in the gaps with the clips, just to make sure that all the sides are, you know, getting pushed down, and the middle tends to stop. I don't have had any of them bow in the middle. If you're scared yours is going to, just put something heavy in the middle. But mine's okay. So that is, you know, your basic board. And it holds up quite good. So obviously try and get your ribbon a little bit more centred than I have, but it will be okay. And then we can get this one back in and decide which one you want, the front or the back. You know, it doesn't really matter, and you don't have to put any what do you call, decoration on it, but I thought I would do. Now this is like lovely marbled, and I thought having a little cluster of sea animals might be quite good, just in the corner, just to give it a little bit of added dimension, maybe. nothing too, you know, nothing too major, but just so breaks it up really. I mean, obviously you can have you can put a title on there. So I'm going to see if I've got a brighter starfish. I think I have. I think I saw a red one. No, yellow one. What about a different colour? A seaweed jellyfish. About pink jellyfish. Yeah. There we go. So I'm going to grab some of this and some of these so I can just pop them up a little bit. But obviously this here can get glued down. I'm not popping them all up, I'm just popping some of them up. The rest again, you know, glued. But I just thought, you know, just cuts makes a little bit more, you know, I don't know, these might sell, these might not sell, who knows, only time will tell. As we say. I'm going to pop these up, I think. So if anybody wanted to, they could, you know, put something behind them, or, you know, you can have a memo and just, you know, pin it, and then you can have go underneath. So that is that. With these you don't want to go overboard with the decoration, because obviously they are meant to have, you know, notes and memos and reminders on there. But yeah. So I'm going to add some glossy accent bubbles if I can. Haven't used this for a bit, so yeah, it still works. I'm not going to add many, battery stays blocking that in, but just gives a little bit of illusion that, you know, there's bubbles around. There you go, might be one too many bubbles, but and then that one is done, and then I will take a photograph when it's dry and I will leave it up on my Facebook group. But yeah, so that is that one there, so I just need to dry it. And then obviously we've got the flower one, just like that, and then we've got the one with the wonky ribbon. Should just be a little bit further up, but you know, I'm not going to, it'll still hang, just make sure that, you know, thing. So that one will get decorated later on. But yeah, so those are my mini hanging note boards. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and we will see you again fairly soon. Okay, bye now.